One night it was quite late and I was in bed with my wife. Suddenly she turned to me and asked, "Would you like to hear the sound of the patter of tiny feet?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Great, the cat needs putting outside." Well, before you knew it, my wife was pregnant and we joined a parenting course. The bloke in charge said, "It's going to be really good, come expectant." I thought, that's ironic. During the first session, someone asked, in what month do women give birth? Apparently February isn't the right answer. A few months later, we went for the baby scan. It was a disappointment, to be honest. The first 3 minutes were just adverts. Eventually the time came, and my wife gave birth to a little girl. We named her Jolene, 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 Jolene. It wasn't long before she was able to talk. I remember one time I said to her, "Would you like some milk?" She said yes. I said, "What do you say?" She said, "Biscuits." Having children is expensive. My daughter is the only person I know who got an IOU from the tooth fairy. One of my friends came round once and said, "It's lovely how you let your daughter play with a bubble maker in the house." I said, "The thing is, the carpet needs shampooing." I don't know about you, but I find meal times quite stressful with children. I'll always remember the first time I gave my daughter alphabet spaghetti. She said, "Stop trying to put words into my mouth." It's not easy entertaining kids either. I remember I bought a plastic model of the Titanic for my daughter to play with in the bath. The trouble was, I couldn't get it to float. And homework, that's another challenge. I remember my daughter said to me, "Dad, what does the word delegate mean?" I said, "Ask your mum." My colleague asked me, "What's the biggest joke your daughter ever told you?" I said, "If you buy me a dog, I'll walk it." You know, in life they say that when one door shuts, another door opens. That's certainly true when you've got kids in the house. I've always loved medical things. Did you know, if your intestines were stretched out in a straight line, it would probably hurt? Actually, my uncle died of a long illness. It had 26 letters. I once attended a lecture on hemorrhoids, and the speaker asked, "Are you sitting comfortably?" And everyone said, "No." Nuclear piles. You'll know if you have one. When I was a trainee doctor, one lady told me she had trouble with her birthmark. I asked her, "How long have you had it?" One elderly gentleman came to my surgery. I asked him, "How bad is your hearing on a scale of 1 to 10? He said, "Tuesday." One lady said she was having trouble with her joints. I said, "Oh?" She said, "Yeah, I can't fit them all in my freezer." Another lady said, "I have time-delayed incontinence." I said, "There's an accident waiting to happen." I visited one patient and he said, "I've got chills, they're multiplying." I said, "You've got Saturday night fever." When I worked in a hospital, we had one kickboxer admitted. It was a really bad case of foot and mouth. Another man had a heart attack when he was in a curry house. Apparently it was a dodgy ticker. Last night they brought in a patient and said he'd got kicked in the village. I thought, that sounds painful. In one of the wards, there was this man, he kept shouting out, "I want a drink. I need the toilet. That picture is crooked. This food is awful." I thought, he's got a critical illness. Some people don't know how to behave in a hospital. I had to explain to one lady she didn't need to smile for her x-ray picture. When I finished my shift, I went through the transplant ward. I said to this bloke, "You've got an old head on young shoulders." Then I heard this patient say, "I can't feel my legs." The nurse said, "That's because we took your arms."